I knew it was wrong, but I kept doing it. Every look from his eyes, every touch, every silent moment we shared when no one else was watching pulled me deeper. He was younger, kind, off limits, and worst of all, he lived in my house. I told myself it was just loneliness, that I was just playing. But the day he left, the way he looked at me, I realized I had broken something innocent. Not out of love, but out of hunger for something my husband stopped giving me. This is the story of how I lost myself, in a moment I'll never get back. Hello friends, welcome to Soulbound Stories, where we bring to you natural, emotional, and realistic stories. If this is your first time of coming across, please turn on notification button. And do well to like this video, it gives us more strength to bring new stories. And to our returning subscribers, thank you for stopping by. My name is Teresa. I'm 28 years old, married to Andrew, a business mogul in Georgia. He's in his late 40s. Disciplined, powerful, respected. The kind of man who walks into a room, and everyone straightens up. To the outside world, I live a dream life. Designer clothes, a liquor store business he bought for me, vacations, and a house that looks like it came out of a movie. But inside that big, beautiful house, I was lonely. Andrew wasn't a bad man. He just wasn't there. Not really. Not emotionally. Work was his religion. Money was his language. He gave me everything except the one thing I actually needed: attention. Time. A real connection. Living with us is Josh. Josh is Andrew's little cousin. Just 20. He came to live with us because his parents were struggling, and Andrew wanted to help him get on his feet. Josh was polite, quiet, always helpful. He cleaned, cooked sometimes, took care of the yard, and made sure the house ran smoothly. He was like a shadow. Always present. Always calm. Always kind. At first, I barely noticed him. Then one evening, I came back from work. The house was spotless. The candles were lit. Dinner was made. Andrew wasn't home, but Josh was. He stood in the kitchen, wiping his hands. His shirt stuck to his skin, and his hair was a little messy from sweating. Something about how he looked at me, not with lust, not with fear, just with this wide-eyed sincerity. I felt a pull I didn't expect. I brushed it off. I had wine. I went to bed. But then it started. Little things. I would walk past him and our fingers would almost touch. I would come down in the morning and catch him staring, only for him to quickly look away. I would bend too low to get something from the fridge when I didn't need to. Was I testing him? Maybe. Was I bored? Probably. But mostly, I just wanted to feel something again. It wasn't his fault. I started throwing myself at him in ways I thought were subtle, but they weren't. I'd sit too close on the couch. I'd call him into my room and pretend something was broken. I even once asked him to help zip my dress while my back was bare. He tried to avoid me. I could tell. He never looked at me for too long. He always made an excuse to leave the room. Sometimes he looked angry, like he was mad at himself for even being in that situation. One night, I touched his hand while he was doing dishes. He froze. I stepped closer. He stepped back. That was the first time he said something that really hit me. He said, "Please stop. I don't want to lose my uncle's trust." I laughed it off. But he wasn't joking. After that, he barely spoke to me. He avoided me like a plague. I told myself I was just having a little fun, just teasing, nothing serious. But it was serious to him. And the truth is, I didn't want Josh. I just wanted someone to want me. Andrew never saw it. Of course he didn't. He was too busy flying from city to city, closing deals, holding meetings. When he was home, he was tired. He'd sleep in the guest room some nights just to get better rest. We were married, but we were living two different lives. Then one morning, Andrew called me into the study. He said, "Josh wants to go back to his parents. Says he's homesick." That hit me like a punch. I knew why Josh wanted to leave. He didn't say it, but I knew. I didn't say a word. I just nodded. The day he was leaving, I stayed upstairs. I couldn't face him. I watched from behind the curtain. He stood by the car, bag in hand, talking to Andrew. His shoulders were slumped. He looked up. Our eyes met. That moment. He didn't look angry. He didn't look sad. He looked tired. I quickly looked away, heart pounding. Not because I was ashamed, but because I felt guilty. Deeply, truly guilty. He left without saying goodbye to me. I watched the car disappear down the driveway, and I felt a pain I didn't expect. Not because I was in love, but because I knew I would cross the line with someone who didn't deserve to carry my loneliness. That night I couldn't sleep. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking about all the moments I could have chosen differently. I wasn't a monster. I was just a woman who felt unseen, unheard, untouched. That same night, Andrew brought up the wine I liked. He poured us both a glass. He said we should go away for a weekend, just the two of us. Things have been distant, he said. I nodded, smiled, but inside I felt like a liar. He didn't know what I had done, and maybe he never will. But the silence in this house is louder now. Josh is gone, and I'm back to being the pretty wife with everything except the one thing I need. I often think, what if I had married someone closer to my age? Someone who'd hold my hand without me asking? Someone who would laugh with me over silly things, watch late-night shows, and get fries at 2 a.m.? Someone like Josh. But he was never mine to begin with. I made a mess out of something that should have never been touched. But here's what I've learned the hard way. Loneliness doesn't give you a license to break people. It's not okay to drag someone into your pain just to feel whole again. Especially someone young. Someone innocent. Someone who trusted you. If you're in a relationship where you're emotionally starving, speak up. Be honest. Fight for the connection. Or walk away if you have to. But don't blur lines and make a mess of people's lives just to feel alive. Josh didn't deserve what I did to him. And the worst part? Neither did I. Because in the end, I'm still here. Alone in a house full of things. Haunted by a moment that can't be undone. So now I want to hear from you. If you were in my shoes, what would you have done? Would you have been stronger than me? Have you ever been emotionally neglected in a relationship? Let's talk about it. I'm reading every single comment. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it. You never know who might be going through something similar. And if this story made you feel something deep, please subscribe for more. Until next time, take care of your heart and the hearts of those around you.